Also ready for School Board District 1 is Christine Jacks.
Hi, excuse me for running in late, and I'm probably going to have to leave early. There are a lot of things I'm juggling today, but you're too important to me for me not to come here and address you. Now, you know my background. You've heard about the PhD in education, that I'm a former commissioner of education for Minnesota, that I'm an associate dean in the College of Education, but that's not what we want to talk about. You want to know about my stance on charter schools, merit pay, and high-stakes testing, because the rumors are flying. You've been hearing about it. You've been hearing other people talk about it. So why not hear it straight from the horse's mouth? How do I feel about charter schools? I support charter schools. I'm from Minnesota, where they were invented. And they were invented by teachers and parents to have alternatives, to have choices. These were incubator pilot studies that teachers could go in and try something new. They weren't something that was negative. I come down here, there's a little bit different flavor. But at my heart, I support teachers and parents and kids. And if we can find a blend to be able to do that, that's what I want to see. When there are kids who aren't being met for whatever reason, such as autism, and we can have an alternative and meet their needs, I would like to see us do that. As for high-stakes testing, maybe we're using different words or different terms because in my heart, I don't understand why somebody's not for high-stakes testing. That doesn't mean I'm for the FCAT. God knows the FCAT is screwed up and the formula is convoluted. We're doing too much testing and we're relying too much on that testing and we're making decisions we shouldn't make on that testing. But high stakes means that we have a stopper, that we don't graduate kids, give them a diploma and say, you're ready for the world when they cannot read and write. And do you know why I'm particularly for having those stoppers and not misleading kids? Because it has disproportionately represented blacks and Hispanics. Those are the kids that we were giving diplomas to and saying, you're ready, and they weren't. They didn't have skills, they didn't have the knowledge, and they didn't have choices. So that's one of the reasons I'm for high-stakes testing. Not the FCAT, not a fan of FCAT. Merit pay. Do I support merit pay? That hasn't really been my word. I talk about alternative compensation, and I was a champion for that in Minnesota. Got it passed by the legislature, but it only happened when it was collectively bargained. That was written right into the law, that alternative compensation needed to be collectively bargained. My husband's a union firefighter. He has all kinds of credentials. I want you guys to have more opportunities for money. Thank you.